And this is my channel, Colour Me Stress Free. I do art, adult colouring, diamond painting, paint pouring, vlogging. I do all sorts. So if you're new here, please do subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. Now we're doing whip of the week. I didn't think I'd manage to fit this in, but this might be a shorter whip of the week. We shall see. We'll see how we get on. Now I finished the background on this page literally just now. Today has been crazy. Yeah, so it's drying off. I did do it a bit of a whoopsie right at the end with here and here. I'm not too fussed about the one on the flower because I can cover it up, but I'm going to go with it and I'm going to give it really funky like purple eye makeup. That's what I think I'm going to do. So I do want to, I think the page should be okay. I was going to pop a little crocodile clip or whatever they're called on there, but whip of the week is just me chatting away, updating you, letting you know what I've been up to, and working on my work in progress. And like I said, I want to start this one proper, like get the pencil work started. Now this is a body colour. It is a body colour with Deb from Instagram, and she's become one of my members as well. So thank you very much, Deb. I've added at the end of each of my videos now a thank you to each and every one of my members. The information is in the description in case you're interested. There's never going to be any block content on the members. You just get different extra perks. If you're interested, you can go through that. So I want to use my luminance today because I was noticing there's some lovely turquoise blue colours. So I think I'll stick to that, and we'll do a couple of the flowers, I think, or maybe a leaf. Maybe a leaf there, because I'm just looking at this colour, which is, I always struggle reading these, even when I put glasses on. I can't even read it, but I've got them numbered. The actual number of the pencil is 180. So let's give it a little bit of a sharpen, and let's just start off. So I forgot to make myself a cup of tea. That was like a ritual that I've started doing the whip of the week, and then sitting here with a cup of tea as well. So it's just like you're sitting there having a natter with your friends. That's how I want to make these videos. So let's bring you in ever so slightly. So like what I said earlier on, it's been a crazy day today. Literally from waking up and then sending my daughters to school. Let me check that the lighting's okay. I've done my hair pink. I've done a bit of vlogging. What else have I done? I did a video of how I recorded and edited videos, so that was so complicated. I was videoing myself recording and then having to work out the footage and stuff. So that's currently uploading, and then I've just done this background, so that's exporting, and it's currently 3:05, and my daughter's due home in a little over half an hour, a little over. She's been a little bit late the last couple of days. So, and my son's just dropped something. My son's been off school today. He came downstairs this morning, and I thought, oh no, not on my busy day, but you know, he does as he's told. He'll stay upstairs and be quiet. He said he just didn't feel well and he felt really hot, and I took his temperature and it was 38.1, so that's a fever. So yeah, he had the day off school. He spent most of the day, apart from dinner time, in bed. And he has done a little bit of revising. He's got some GCSEs coming up in 2 weeks' time, so I wasn't too pleased that he's took time off school, but he couldn't have been in school feeling rotten. It's just one of them things. I think as well it's just the time of the year that all sorts of bugs are going round, I think. Did I tell you about Blue Planet Aquarium? I can't think what day did we take her, yeah, because we took her last week. I can't remember whether I told you or not. If I can manage to, I'll add a couple of pictures over here, but she loved it, absolutely loved it. I think I did probably say in a whip of the week last week, but I didn't really get much chance to film last week, so maybe not. I'm doing very minimal pencil work on this, apart from the skin. I'm going to work really slowly on the skin and build up layers, but the rest of it I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it, even though with these nice pencils, I'm just gonna wing it. So like I said, we are Thursday today, so today was a mad day because this was the only day that I could film, because tomorrow my husband's off work, and I did explain in a different video that I recorded today that I don't like recording when he's in the house, even if he's just off work, because he doesn't want to be made to be told to go upstairs or be quiet because I'm recording. Even the slightest noise, I get annoyed very, very easily, because I don't want that in my video, and I can't expect him to be as quiet as a mouse all the time. So yeah, I don't do that anymore. It's very rare. I mean, I might record in the evenings, but it'll be either number one a voice or a time-lapse video, and then you can't hear anything anyway. That's how I've got round it. But the reason that he's off is he's taking me to an appointment which I could have gone to myself, by myself, but he wants to come with me because we both need to know the outcome of the appointment. It's all about that lump in my stomach, and I need to basically tell the surgeon that I don't want surgery and is there anything else that we can do instead. So I'll find out tomorrow. I did check, because where the hospital is that we're going, there's a cinemas right near it, and I wanted to go and watch Jackass, and the only reason I wanted to watch that is because we used to watch that, me and my husband, together years and years and years ago. I mean, we've been together now for 15 and a half years. So yeah, we used to watch that a long time ago, and I noticed that the new one was on at the pictures. So I checked the times, and it's too late in the day. We need to be back home for our daughter coming home from school. So unfortunately we can't go and do that, and there's nothing really else on at the times that we can go. It's all later in the evenings, and we haven't been to the pictures together in years. Years and years and years. It's always me taking my son to the pictures or him taking our son to the pictures. It's not being able to go together, obviously, because of Isabel. So yeah, what else has been going on this week? There's not really much else that's been going on, to be honest. I went out for a lovely afternoon meal with Kirsty from Adultcolouring Sketch. We just both got like a sub sandwich each, but I was a pig and got extra chips. I didn't take any footage of I really thought about it, I did. I wanted to bring my other phone and take like videos and stuff, but number one, I didn't think she'd be comfortable with me doing that, and number two, I didn't know if I'd be confident enough out in public. Now I know that I've recorded myself in the range, but that wasn't too awkward. If I'd have recorded myself when we was out for something to eat yesterday, then there was only us in the restaurant because we went very, very early, and the staff would have been looking at us, and I would have been very, very, very embarrassed. So yeah, I didn't do that yesterday, but I did do a little bit of vlogging this morning, just chatting and, you know, doing the normal stuff. But I'll do a little bit more tomorrow while Danny's off. Some of you find Danny really funny, and I find it funny that you find it funny, because some of the things that he comes out with sometimes I don't find funny, but you do. He's just got a very dark sense of humour, Danny. It's totally different to mine. But I think we'll get away with that. Like I said, I don't want to go overboard with the shading. If you know me, if you've watched me for any time, you know that I won't spend ages and ages and ages, but I plan doing it actually on this skin. That's one thing I do plan on doing. Well, let's shade some of these flowers. There was a big sale on, and I'm still... There's a big sale on at Jackson Art. I did share it on my community tab. It's not a big sale, but it's a decent size discount on some of the pencils. Number one that I want a couple more Holbeins just to make my collection a bit more varied, because I've not got the whole collection. I've got the pastels and I've got a couple of single stocks. So it's not enough to do like a full picture if you don't want it all pastel, which I don't really do all pastel, I just use hints of it. Now I know that Corey's doing the H's for March, and I want to do a picture for her, one of her tags. So I want to use Holbeins, but then I said to her actually, I don't know if I can complete the whole page just using Holbeins because I'm a bit selected with the colours. So that sale ends tonight, I think, late tonight. So I'm still umming and ahhing, but I keep saying I need to save. But I was paid by, well, I was paid originally, but when you pay through PayPal, you have to wait for the item to be delivered, and then they released the money. So the money was released yesterday. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've got my little diary, let me show you. I've got this little diary here. Let me just bring you out a little bit. I only got it the other day. It's got my name on it, my YouTube name. And I ordered these separately, dividers, because I didn't realise it was notebook paper, and I've literally just wrote in the back some videos that I've done today, and actually I can take another one of them off. I can take 2 of them off. I've done really well. I've done really well. But the same company that made this, they do like a to-do list or shopping list, like inserts that you can pop in. So I've ordered them, but you can take the paper out when you finish with it and just replace it with new paper, so you can constantly keep this. There's no reason to. That's the main reason that I got it. But the reason that I'm showing you this anyway is because I ordered some plastic sleeves, and I'm going to put like commission money in one and YouTube money in the other, and that'll give me such a big incentive to start saving more for my camera, because it isn't half irritating when I am doing the vlogging stuff and I want to, let's say this is that other phone, like I'm talking to the camera this way and I want to show you what's in front of me, and the dog's going crazy with the bone. I have to stop recording. I know it's so minimal, but it's so irritating when it comes to the editing part of it. I have to stop it, have the phone turned round and press record again. And it's not just that as well. I've noticed, especially in today's, because I have already pulled the footage off my phone, the quality is not great. It's okay, but it's not great. It's not what I want it to be. So yeah, that was it'll be a nice incentive that to have that in my diary, and I'm trying a little bit better with writing things down, to-do lists, and just like not necessarily a diary like where you'd write a diary, oh dear diary, I did this today. But like sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit upset or angry or really happy or excited, I want to write a couple of things in that diary, and then you can look back, can't you? I think that'd be nice. And I've even seen, I mean, we need it to be Christmas. I need it to be Christmas. These little tiny printers that print off mini images, like so big, but stickers, and then you can stick them into the planner, you know, to go with the things that you're talking about. There's like a keepsake sort of thing. And then when it came to, if I used up the whole of the book, I'll just bind it and make a new front cover, and then that can be like 2022, 2023, do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking anyway. I've not really been one for making planners and that sort of thing, so that's why I just wanted to give it a little bit of a try. And I'm going a bit overboard with this. I didn't want to bring it out as far as I have, and we're talking. So I've got my tattoo as well in less than a week, another one. I might insert a picture once I've had it done in one of my videos, but obviously I'm not going to properly show it on a video because it'll be on my rib. But I need to think of ideas for my next one. I am going to give myself a couple of months break of not having any tattoos after I have Evie's paw print done. Because yeah, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. But I do need to think of something else to go with my Mr. Lion that's going to go up the top of my arm. My aim is to have a full sleeve eventually. It's going to take years. It's going to take a lot of saving. But I've wanted it done for years, so I'm glad that I've finally sort of give myself a kick up the bum and started it. I think with the little details on the flowers, I'll just pop a little bit of gel pen on. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Oh, we had HelloFresh as well. We've had HelloFresh all week. We had venison, not last night, the night before, and oh, I couldn't eat it. I couldn't eat it. It said to cook it raw, and I was telling everyone it was telling me to cook it raw. I was saying the wrong word. It was saying to cook it very raw. No, I can't eat meat that's very, very raw. No, no, no. No, no, no. Even my dad being a butcher, he's always taught me to well cook my food. So that's what I was brought up on. So I cooked it as the book said, but cooked it for a little bit longer as the little leaflet said. And even then, like, I put it on the plate. I won't go into details too much, but I served it to me and my husband and brought it in. And we both just looked at each other and we both said, I can't even deal with the smell. I can't even deal with the smell. And I paid extra as well. I paid extra to try that. So I was really angry with myself. But I did try a couple of bites. No, it was too too strong a flavour for me. So yeah, that night the whole thing ended up getting chucked away, unfortunately. I know, wasting food, I know there was a bit of mash on the plate and I ate that, but there were no like veg or anything like that came with it, so it was just the meat basically. And actually I didn't chuck it, I tell a lie, I cooked it in the oven for another half an hour and cut it up and give it to one of my dogs, I give it to my dog for a tea, and she's got the rest of it for tonight as well. I keep saying that. How long will it be before I'm not saying dogs and just dog? I don't want to turn this chat into a morbid thing, because I'm feeling more, not positive about what happened, but you know, I can look at pictures now and I can look at videos and smile and laugh at the stupid things that she used to do. And don't get me wrong, I miss that dog incredibly every single day, and I've still got her as a screensaver on my phone, but yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? Life happens and you just have to deal with it. You know, there's no point in me staying away from social media like I was doing. There's no point in me getting really upset and crying. There's no point. And I can't. I've got things that I need to do, and I'm a mum most importantly at the end of the day, so I need to carry on doing all the mum things and the housework, and yeah. But I'm hoping that we have maybe an hour's free tomorrow and we can do something, just me and Dana. Maybe even if it's just going out for lunch, just something different for me and them. Because you know, you get into a routine, don't you? Especially when you've got a child with additional needs, because routine is key, number one. And number two, you can't find babysitters. I mean, my mother-in-law will sit in the house for an hour or so if we go out in the evenings, but I'm always panicking in case something happens. She can't even lift Isabel. So I'm sort of saying to my husband now at this point, can we really let her look after Isabel? I mean, the very, very worst case that we could get Lewis to do the lifting, but again, it's trusting him to get her down the stair lift, which the stair lift in this house at the top of the stairs is so incredibly unsafe that if anything happened while we weren't here, I would have figured myself. But once we've moved and she'll be downstairs, I think it'll be easier all round. So yeah, the point was, I hope that we get to do something tomorrow, just me and him, even if it's just for an hour maybe. I don't know. We shall see. But the time really does go away with you, doesn't it? I mean, I was literally sat there at 11:45 quickly having my dinner. I was at 11:45, it was about 12 o'clock. And I sent, I'm not going to add it because it's too embarrassing, but I was joking the other day to a friend saying like, I always spill my food. So I literally got a tea towel and I stuffed it around myself because I didn't want to spill food down my pure white top that I'm wearing. And I sent them a picture with me doing a silly smile. Well, at least it made them laugh. And of all the times, I didn't spill my dinner. So I didn't need to put that bib on. But yeah, I thought it was funny that. Yeah, 34 years old and I still spill my food. Yeah, I don't care, you know, I don't care. I'm sure we all do it every now and again. But I think my idea with this is I'm going to use greys for this area and then do like touches of silver with the Winsor & Newton ink, you know, like with this crown area, just to add some details. And then I'm want to use like a really purple, but like a cool purple colour for some makeup, just to cover this boo-boo. I think that'll turn out nice. I do. But like I said, I don't think this is going to be a really long whip of the week, purely because I'm stuck on time now and I've done, I want to say, 3 videos and then this is my 4th of the day. So yeah, I'll be able to take a break for a couple of days and maybe film on Monday. On Monday, I think. Yeah, it's weird as well. Louis starting his GCSEs. Where has that time gone? He's going to have left school before I know it. Which is so scary to me. I'm going to have to go over this area a couple of times to get rid of that purple, I think, but I'm not worrying about that now. At all. Let's do a bit of this down here. So I really do hope that the video that I made on how I film and edit helps at least one person, because I know when you start off doing anything new, it's quite daunting. But I think you just need to sort of learn how to do it. I know that sounds stupid, but you can ask so many people for different tips and tricks and the way that they do it. And I think once you've done it, you do it your way, which might be different from somebody else. So it's not like me saying this is how you make videos or this is how you do YouTube. This is how I do it. And you might get a couple of tips and you can use them on the way. My biggest tip that I can give anybody that's sitting there and thinking, you know what, I might do a video, I want to join in, just do it. Just do it. Even if you want to do a couple of practice runs. I was so daunted at the start of it myself, listening to my own voice. I couldn't, but now, you know, it doesn't even bother me anymore. And I talk about anything and everything. This is my normal voice, like I don't put a voice on or anything. I'm not saying that anybody does, but I feel like at the start, when I did start doing YouTube, I did put a voice on. I tried to make myself sound different because I thought that sounded better than my my accent. But no, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. It's been a long time since I did that. I think it takes a lot of effort to do that, whereas if you're just natural and you yourself, you know, it flows. It's easy. And that brings me on to the next thing about the memberships. I got like 2 memberships in the space of 12 hours. I was so shocked, so shocked. So I put a thank you little clip at the end of each video, and then if I gain any more memberships between now and Monday, then the only names will be the names that have currently of today, because I have to edit that video and obviously add the names and stuff. But anybody else that joins, like future videos, which are at least once a week, and at the moment it's been nearly every single day. I've been doing alright. Yeah, will be added to future videos. That's how I'm going to have to do it, because I do have to individually edit each of them. But I've just remembered as well that my mother-in-law is actually round today. It's Thursday, isn't it? So she comes round to see Isabel and she'll help her with her tea. I did have to give her a bit of a telling off the other night though. Not a telling off, but a hint, sort of. She likes everything to be really clean, which is fine. You know, I like my house to be clean. But she was helping Isabel eat a tea the other night. I'm not bashing my mother-in-law, she's a lovely lady and she does help her as much as she can. But she was sat there helping Isabel eat a tea with a baby wipe in her hand and sort of waiting for her to spill something so she could clean it up. And I understand why, you know, I totally understand why. But the way that I was brought up and the way that I brought Lewis up was kids are meant to be mucky, kids are meant to be messy, and then when they finished eating or playing, then you clean them up. Not part way through, and she's not even had a dessert at that point, which was chocolate. So I had to sort of say, you know, just leave her alone, she's not going to melt. She's not going to melt because she's dirty. And her response was, well, she might. She might. And I just, you know, I just laughed. What do you say to that? What do you say? So yeah, she's coming probably in about 10 minutes. So this WIP of the week is definitely going to have to be a bit shorter, because she definitely doesn't want to be on video, my mother-in-law. So yeah, she's a funny lady. She's a funny lady. She's lovely. She is lovely. I see more of her than I do my own mum. So yeah, she's a nice lady. She's just got quirky little things that I have to tell her not to do with Isabel, that's all. Just do these a couple of bits here, then I will have to just end this early this week, unfortunately. I hope that you understand, but you know, time has got away with me today. Like I said, I had plans on doing a couple of other things. I needed to nip out and I've not managed to, but to be fair as well, the weather has been awful today, so I've not really had an opportunity to nip out, because the local shop takes me 10-15 minutes to walk to, and I didn't fancy getting all my hair wet when I've just dyed it and had a shower and everything. So yeah, that'll have to be a job for tomorrow. I'm sure my husband will go that way, and then I can jump out of the car and nip into that shop on the way out tomorrow. We haven't even got any restaurants booked or anything, me and my husband. We've not been out in a while now, actually. We booked to go out on Valentine's and that had to get cancelled because my daughter was ill. So yeah, it's been a while since we've gone out. So let's do this very last petal. Now I'm going to come back and do more details on these. It's just, yeah, I feel like I'm a bit rushed today, but I didn't want to miss WIP of the week because, like I said, it's my new series and I don't want to put that, you know, forget about it sort of thing. And I know some of you do care, and you know that you like listening to what's going on in my life and the kids' life and stuff. Oh, we've got an ENT appointment very quickly next week for Isabel. Ears, nose and throat. So we're going to speak to the surgeon about her having the surgery on her saliva glands to stop her from drooling, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm hoping that he says that he can do it, because if he does, then it means no more bibs, no more drooling, no more face rashes for her, yeah, and no more stirring. We get a lot of stirs because of the drooling, so fingers crossed. Please keep everything crossed. It's next week. It's Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I can't remember which day, so fingers crossed. Anyway, that was just a very quick WIP of the week. It was probably only about, what, 20 minutes long, half an hour, I don't know. So I do apologise ahead of time. But look forward to the rest of the videos coming up. You know what, you probably would have seen them. I don't know what order that I'm doing them this week. I don't know. But please take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.